There's just no doubt about it. Volkswagen's Polo has to be the most desirable hatch in the country today. It's all down to the way it looks. Its lines are so stylish and just so classy. Of course, it also feels really upmarket on the inside as well. But the Polo's been missing some mojo under the hood. But it's all changed with the Polo getting a proper 4-cylinder 1.6 litre petrol motor sitting in the engine bay. The celebration for the new motor under the hood is quite mute. Instead of screaming it out, the Polo wears a discreet badge that says 1.6. Other than that, it looks exactly like the 1.2 litre Polos that we've had up till now. What I'm wondering is how come Volkswagen didn't put a GTI badge on it or call it the Polo S? Well, we're gonna hit the road to see what it's like and find out for ourselves. The 1598cc motor under the hood is basically a 4-cylinder version of the 3-pot 1.2 litre motors that we've seen on the Polo before. This one is codenamed the EA113. And instead of the 1.2's aluminum crankcase, this one has an iron crankcase. And of course, it gets a lot more grunt. Push it hard and what do you get? Tarmac scorching times? Well, not really. The Polo 1.6 is far quicker than the Polo 1.2. Its 0 to 100 time of 11.6 seconds is nearly 5 seconds faster than the 1.2. And 140 comes up in 24.5 seconds. Still, it doesn't quite snap your head back or rip through the gears with animalish rapidity. The 6,200 RPM red line means that the Polo isn't much of a screamer either. The top speed of 184 km per hour is also a bit underwhelming. What's more disappointing is that the Polo's 1.6 motor has a light buzz and does not feel quite relaxed when cruising at triple-digit speeds. Now I know why Volkswagen didn't put the GTI badge on the back. The 1.6 motor hasn't turned the Polo into a tire-shredding, rubber-smoking hot hatch. Now the enthusiasts are going to say it's got so much more power, it's got to be more fun. Yes, it is more fun and it does have a strong mid-range, but the top end, where you're going to be if you're going to be driving hard, it just doesn't have the zing there. Where the Polo has really gained is drivability. It just feels incredibly more hassle-free to drive. In gear acceleration, the Polo scampers from 20 to 80 in third gear in 12.6 seconds. In fourth gear, from 40 to 100, it takes 21.6 seconds. And from behind the wheel, the difference is remarkable. You can really trundle around with this, no need to make too many gear changes. The Polo feels a lot more eager to respond. It made me really fall in love with it. No more getting hassled in traffic. But what of the weekends when you want to go for a nice fun drive? Apart from the engine, Volkswagen hasn't fiddled around with the Polo. So can it excite with its McPherson strut and torsion bar setup? The bigger engine has more weight, so you end up getting that more committed, more planted feel from the Polo. The steering also feels just a little bit heavier. But what you can't get away from is the fact that this car is more tuned towards doing daily, smooth city duties rather than heavy, hot weekend action. At higher speeds, you still get that slight nodding feeling from the front suspension when you go over a bump. You don't get that committed feel that you'd like from your hot hatch. So now it makes perfect sense. Now I know why Volkswagen didn't slap on a GTI badge. But how does it fare in terms of fuel efficiency? Compared to the 1.2, the Polo 1.6 is only slightly more thirsty. In the city, it returns 10.3 km per litre to the 1.2's 10.9. Out on the highway, it manages 14.9 km per litre to the 1.2's 15.5. So who should buy the Polo 1.6? So So if you're looking at getting yourself a petrol Polo, then do yourself a favor and go out and drive the 1.6. Because this 4-cylinder motor, not only does it give you more refinement, it also gives you the much needed drivability for day-to-day driving in bumper-to-bumper traffic in the city. Of course, you do get extra punch. You're paying less than 40,000 rupees more for the car over the 1.2 Highline. And fuel efficiency doesn't take a big hit either, it's marginally lower. So if you're looking at a petrol Polo, the 1.6 is clearly the hottest pick there. Of course, you're looking at it from an enthusiast standpoint. The Polo 1.6 doesn't quite manage to draw you into the drive and isn't quite the hot hatch we expected it to be.